How is AI going to change search and search ads? I have no idea. How could I? Anybody who says they know is either lying or a major shareholder in Google. That said, we can guess at it, and we can also use the information that Google's telling us in order to interpret some of what might be coming. So, interesting experiment coming from Google called Search Generative Experience (SGE), where Google is going to start delivering Chat GPT-esque results at the top of search results, um, while keeping sponsored listings both intact and very separate. And you can kind of see here. So here's SGE's response talking about bicycles. All of these ostensibly are organic. So what you're seeing here on the screen are organic results followed by paid listings. And so, one of the things that Google's done that I always thought was very high integrity is they've kept a strong delineation between organic and sponsored listings. And I say high integrity because not every content network has done that. Some of them embed sponsored listings in a way that's almost impossible to separate. And, maybe it's not integrity. Let's say that it's self-preservation, right? Because they don't want to get sued. But regardless, the delineation between organic results and sponsored results is really strong. And you can see Google has this really, really well done video here. I'm going to include links in the description of this that shows you what SG is and how it works. And like you can see as we're paging through, let me just freeze one of those real quick. Hold on. Bam. So they're just giving you the answer. Again, very ChatGPT-esque. But I've made this case once before. Google's knowledge graph is exponentially bigger than anybody's knowledge graph, save God, right? Like there is not an entity on the planet that we know about, governments included, that has as much information as Google has. And so I think Google wins the AI war. I've got another video on why I think Google wins the AI war. You can watch that video if you want to. I'll include that in the description as well. But what's cool is ChatGPT, by ChatGPT's own admission, isn't really meant for web browsing per se. And so you're getting something that potentially has the same benefits as the OpenAI's ChatGPT, just in terms of its ability to ideate with you, but you're getting it based off of Google's knowledge graph, which is really cool. I'd be interested in seeing how well this iterates, because that's one of the things that's really cool about ChatGPT is you can stack. It has a memory, and while we know Google search has a memory because your search results are impacted by previous searches, it's always been kind of hidden in a very sneaky way. Is there more I want to show you here? The other thing that I think is going to be really interesting that needs to be discussed is organic. Like you can see in these results that Google is including organic product listings. So then the question becomes, does the organic ranking change because it's AI delivered? And I don't think it does. I don't think it does. The AI interprets the query. And so organic ranking in terms of how you would determine what's relevant stays the same, which really ends up just being link building and content quality, right? User engagement. But it's the query, what you ask for, what the AI thinks you're asking for. There's that filter. So it used to be you search for a phrase and you're delivered results. Now you search for a phrase, AI interprets the phrase, and the interpretation delivers the results. And so this becomes an exercise in preemptive interpretation from an SEO perspective, which I think is going to, it's going to hurt content quality in the beginning, because I think we're going to get a lot in the way of like keyword stuffing. Basically, people are going to be able to trick the dumb AI until the dumb AI becomes the smart AI. And the AIs right now, the dumb AI is pretty freaking smart as it is, but you're going to find those pockets You know, it reminds me of Google's predictive search, where when you start typing, it gives you options. I had a friend who found a way to game that, and he would charge people a ton of money. It'd be like 50 grand. But for 50 grand, when somebody started searching, you know, he could have your business, like, where do I go to, you know, file for a patent or whatever. He could have your business name in those predictive searches. As far as the ads are concerned, I'd be really interested to see if and when Google starts to include paid placements inside of the AI generated content. The delineation, of course, would still exist. It would just be more embedded, and I think that's really when ad placement starts to improve drastically and dramatically. Couple of really interesting notes. Where do you go to play with SGE? The answer is you don't. Google had a link that you could follow in order to opt in, and the link doesn't work. And maybe I have the wrong link, but if I want to play with SGE, and I don't know how to. So if somebody knows how to do this, and maybe it's because I'm in a paid Google Apps account, I don't know. If you played with SGE or know what I'm doing wrong, let me know. Number one. Number two, check this out. Google I/O was May 10th. Look at the stock. Like, that's an unbelievable spike. It pisses me off a little bit, actually, because you can tell it happened right before Google made the announcement. There was a little bit of insider trading there, obviously, always. But anyway, this is really interesting. I'm going to include links to all of this in the description of the videos. This is the death of so many things. It's the death of search terms, because it's, you know, AI interpreted, manual bidding, PageRank at some point. It's only a matter of time until the AI results are the only results, you know. And I read an article earlier today that said Google wants you to forget about those 10 blue links, and I think that's true. So this will be really interesting. I'd love to hear your thoughts too. We can turn this into a discussion if you'll hit me in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you mañana. Because we're talking about AI, what we need to do first is define terms. I think that might be the most important exercise of today's talk, to be honest with you, because AI, for me anyway, and you maybe are smarter or better educated or actually went to college, it's something of an intangible concept. You know, like, I understand artificial intelligence,